Well, does Wicked for Good have the same heart as the first one? Does it have the courage to be able to tell a succinct story? Let's use our brains and find out up next. Mark at the movies. I had the opportunity to see Wicked for Good last night in a very packed theater and really loved that. And wait, hold on. Look at this. I got myself a little snow globe from that, so that's pretty cool. Says Wicked for Good. That's pretty cool. And gotta say that this is a good picture to start off with, but this is not. This does not have the delightfulness that the first film had. So let me break it down for you a little bit. Wicked for Good, same cast: Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, directed by John Chu. And this takes a much more serious tone than the other picture. What made the first film so good was the whimsical nature of it. Ariana Grande's incredible comedic performance, so many bits of comedic bits in there. The incredible, unbelievable singing of Cynthia Erivo and her performance in there. This takes for me a real dramatic turn that I wasn't expecting, and it lacks the comedy, it lacks the whimsical nature, and it lacks color and heart. It just does for me. Look, full disclosure, I've never seen the musical, so I went in here not knowing what the second act of the musical, of the play, of the theater, of the movie was going to be about. So that might play into some of this for sure. I did not know that they were going to take the entire second movie and completely undo the entirety of the original source material. I didn't know that they were going to basically undo The Wizard of Oz, which I have huge mixed feelings about. Look, I know this isn't the movie's fault. This is from the source material of the Wicked novel and of the musicals, but just something to add in there. So, what did I think of the movie? It was good. I was expecting it to be magical, to have the courage to really stick the landing, to have the same heart that the first film did, and I never felt it. I was in a packed theater last night. There wasn't a seat empty, and it was quiet the whole time. Not the kind of quiet where everyone was riveted, kind of the just on the edge of boredom, maybe. Look, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, they have voices of angels, and every time they sing together, it truly is magic, and it flips into another gear. Ariana Grande takes a while to get going in this movie. Well, what do I mean by that? Like halfway through, I'm like, this is not her best performance. Then something happens in the film. It takes a more serious tone, and the second half of this film, Ariana Grande is Oscar worthy. Really excellent performance. Cynthia Erivo kind of takes a back seat in this a little bit. There is look, every single character in this film that is featured, all of their emotional arcs are basically the same, except for Ariana Grande. She has a bit of a change. That's probably the script. That's probably the musical. That's probably what they do in it. But it was kind of interesting to see that not a lot of narratively anyone changing or moving forward necessarily. Jeff Goldblum is much better in this film. I really liked his performance as the wizard. He has a really nice musical number in this. Also in the film, you have Michelle Yeoh, which again, qualities, characters. She's just evil all the way through. There's nothing different about her character at all. And one of the featured characters in the movie, Marissa Bodie, who plays Elphaba's sister in there, she has a meteor role in this. She's pretty good in this as well. Uh, Way too many challenges in this film for it to match its predecessor dramatically. Not enough comedy. Oh, there is one scene in this, without giving away spoilers, where there is a wrestling match halfway through between the two leads that is so out of pocket, that's so out of character, that just kind of comes out of left field. Like, what? It felt so tonally off for me. It took me out of watching the movie. It's there. It's about a minute and a half that's just out of left field, and I think they were going for comedy, but you've just had this tragedy, and you're changing the narrative of the original piece. And what? So hey, look, the performances in here, the two leads are excellent for the most part. I thought the musical numbers were wonderful. People who love Wicked will love this piece. I just don't know if we need another movie that is about the powerful gaslighting a nation. Do we really need another piece in the world of, yeah, we know that the powerful are going to do whatever it takes to gaslight its people in order to stay in power, which is from beginning to end what this film is about. And people don't go to the movies to stay in the world, they go to the movies to escape the world. And I wonder if, in part, that this film will not do as well, because that's what we're living in right now. So, anyways, those are my thoughts. I would give Wicked for Good a solid 3 stars. It's not the borderline masterpiece that we got last year, but it's enjoyable enough. It's well done. There's enough good performances in here, and it's well crafted enough. It's just not as good as the first one. So what about you? You're going to see Wicked for Good? Do you like the musical? Have you seen it? And what are your thoughts? Do you disagree? Do you think it's a masterpiece? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about movies. Let's continue to talk about movies as we go to the movies at Mark at the Movies.